Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I got two more Fallout figures to check out. I was going to wait until I got Cooper just to do all three of them together, but I was like, I got time, let me do these two. But we got Hank Maclean, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I was looking at him on the, like, from, you know, looking into the box here from the window. I was like, he looks very pale. He looks a little bloated too. I don't know, he looks a little heftier. It almost kind of reminded me of how pale he was. I was like, man, it's kind of like Data from the Star Trek, the Next Generation, for you Star Trek nerds out there, if you know who Data is. I was like, kind of looked like him. The paleness went for a second, but now that I'm kind of zooming in, I'm like, okay. But he does kind of look kind of bloaty. I don't know. We'll see what he looks like when we get him out of the box. Unfortunately, if I don't like the head sculpt, I can't just cover it up with the helmet, because I believe he doesn't have the helmet on this character. I don't think it's in a box, so that's unfortunate. I was saying before with Maximus, I was like, well, if I don't like his head sculpt, I can just make it like a suit of armor figure type deal. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that with him. But there we go. There's Hank, and then we got Steph, Harper, which I guess it's kind of good I'm doing it these ways, because I'm kind of thinking these are like the villains. I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet. But I think these are kind of the villains. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Season 2 starting up, I think, next week, December 17th. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Steph Harper and Hank Maclean. I really don't have much to say about the box artwork and stuff. You do get a picture of them. See, I mean, we'll see once I get her out there. I just think that this figure didn't look much like her. This was the least favorite. But again, once you start like zooming in, you get better looks at them. They kind of look more like the actress that plays the person. So maybe I won't hate it as much as I thought I would now that I got it. But yeah, nothing else. Let's get them out of the box and see what's going on. Alrighty then, here we go. Hank Maclean. You see the blood going on there. Now he does have this power armor suit, which is the same, I think the same body they used for Maximus, which would track according to the show. But the only difference I think I've seen with the power suit is just this little blood splatter from like his face or whatever. He's got dirt all over his face. We'll get a better look when he turns around in the light here. And of course there's the back part for where we can stick you know, the thing to unlock or get him out of the suit. Just connects back there just like Maximus. But yeah, you got the dirt and blood all over his face. And I was saying he kind of looked bloated before, but getting him out of the box, like I said, he is pale. But I think this tracks with the actual actor. I think it looks a lot like the actor that plays this guy. So, yeah, I think we're good there. I don't think it's bad at all. I do like the little blood on the suit, though. Pretty cool. I'm thinking the articulation and everything's going to be about the same as it was for Maximus. So we'll get a look at that here in a second. But first, we'll just go over his accessories since we got him just turning around here. But of course, this is the thing that goes on his back. Same thing as Maximus, you know, the thing that unlocks the suit so they can climb up in there. And then he's got these two, I guess you'd call these what, like thrusters, right? Like, I guess that's what you'd say. They're not really, you know, it's not like a, I don't know what the hell you'd say, but it propels them up in the air. It's like little thruster things. I don't know if there's an actual good name for it. And he's got these hands here. He's got a like trigger hand, it looks like, for a gun or whatever, and then he's got like a pointing finger hand. And then he's got two more hands here. He's got like another trigger type hand, and he has an open like palm hand. So we got two of those, and again the little thruster propeller type things there. And that's it for his accessories. No extra heads. No helmet, but pretty cool. I mean, there is something I did notice when I got him just in the light, but I don't really see it here on the camera. It looked like he had like a little bit of like glue residue around the hair or something going on, but yeah, maybe a little bit right there. I don't know what's up with that. Probably can clean that off pretty easily, just something from the manufacturer, but overall he looks pretty good. So I'll check out his articulation here real quick. Again, there's not going to be anything with the head, but let's get into it. Okay, again, nothing with the head. You're not going to be able to move it much because it's in this suit. There's no flexibility. So we're not looking up, we're not looking down. Again, the shoulder pads can be removed. We can probably just pop this right off. Comes off real easily. Yeah, has a little peg right there to peg in if we want to put it back on there. But I'll take that off for now just so we can get a better... Damn, his whole arm just popped off. Apparently he just comes apart, but he can connect right back together. His arm can go up about that high, out that much. He's a lot less like when I first messed with Maximus, he was really tight. This guy's really loose. It sounds weird, but he's yeah. I don't know what's going on with him. He's right out of the box. He's not really stiff or anything, at least not mostly. We can do a little elbow going on there. But as you can see, especially without the shoulder pads, you got plenty of leeway. And you can twist the hand there. And again, there's just a little peg. If we don't just put it back on there, there's the, just go right in. Snaps right back. So there we go. Very easily. So if you want to take these off to give him more posability, you can do that. If not, you're pretty good. I think he can go out like this, maybe if he's holding like the thrusters or whatever going up in the air. Again, they did really good with like the waist, the crunch, because he can look down well that way. So like since there's no, I mean, you got like here, look at the head again, like you seen me move it a little bit. That's all you got, but at least you can have him look down that way, back like that. Little twist and shout action. Legs, you got the knees. Legs can go out pretty far. I don't know about the splits. I don't want to push it too hard, but he can kick. So good. Good articulation. He feels very loose, though. I feel like the legs are going to pop off next. Why is this guy so much more looser than the Maximus power suit? But, yeah, so good articulation, just as expected. Like for a power suit, it's like it could have went a totally different way and have been like, dang, this sucks. You can't do nothing. It's very static. But no, they did. I think they did pretty good. I think this is the best power suit you're probably going to be able to get articulated. Just like this. I don't know much more they could really do with it or what you would really want out of it. And again, this just goes in the back here. Snaps in like that. Hopefully I don't knock my camera over. So yeah, that's it for that. So that's on there. So yeah, not much to say about this guy. I mean, I think it looks like the actor. They did good with the little blood. We got the same articulations, the same suit. Everything's the same as Maximus. Probably better than expected. Again, the box doesn't do justice. You look at them, they look kind of plain or they look a little weird. But I don't know why it's like that with these McFarlane toys. So I don't know if I should stop judging them as much by the boxes. And maybe I should try like some of his other lines, like Mortal Kombat and different ones and like his Walking Dead ones he has, because you don't know. Maybe I've been misjudging McFarlane because I have gotten figures from him in the past, and I was like, this looks nothing like the people. But these Fallout characters have been doing well for me. Like I've gained some respect for old Todd, Uncle Todd. So we'll see. Let's get into the next one. All right, so here is Steph Harper. We get a close-up going on here. Have her kind of on her tippy toes there to get her to stand. She'll probably fall over, but we'll see what we can get here. But it's the same. They're using the same body that was on the Elite Lucy that I reviewed before. So we got the same body. We're just switching out the heads, basically. Even the Pip-Boy has the same picture that's on our little Lucy. Again, let's stop her there. Hold her to get a closer look at the face. I will say that probably it's not as bad as I thought. It does kind of look like the actress. For some reason, I don't know. It's just like in those boxes, they look a little bit more plain. Maybe it's a distance thing, like further out, but you get up close and personal, you do see like kind of like the blemishes or makeup or whatever we got going on there on the cheeks and everything, the lips, the eyes. So it does kind of look like the actress. I don't know if I get her to stand again. She'll probably fall over. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna. We'll see if she stands. But I wanted to look at her other face here. So she's got this one. This is her other head, or well, not head, but face you can switch out for. And I was thinking that maybe she's the same exact. They use the same face as they did for Lucy, but I kind of already looked at it. And I don't think that's the case, like the open mouth one I'm talking about. This one I believe is different. Let me look. So here is Lucy's. Yeah, see, hers is like slightly more open. So they didn't at least didn't use the same the same lips, same face type deal, and just, you know, put a patch over the eye or something like that. We do got some differences here. But again, not too bad. I'll have to put this face on her and see what she looks like. Kind of getting like Kill Bill vibes. And then she's got this, I don't know what kind of machine gun. It's like submachine gun or something she's got here that comes with her. And I think they did really well, like the paint job on these guns, just like the little shine to them. And I mean, you don't have to really age them because I guess they are in the vault, right? So everything can be pristine down there, like it's brand new looking. So we got that. And then she's got this little pistol handgun thing as well. I think Lucy has that same weapon. And then she has these little hands. She's got 2 fists and 2 open palm. I guess you could like have her holding the gun with those hands. So that's basically all we got there. That is it for her accessories. Again, I don't think I need to do much with her articulation. It's going to be the same as Lucy, but we'll check it out anyways just to make sure. Okay, as far as her head, she can look down that much. Can't go back too much. I think it's just the hair. You know, since you can pop the hair off on these guys, there's not much we can do. But she can look down that much. She can look side to side. We got that. And I always worry about these little girl flimsy arms that they put on these things. On these, they always make the lady characters seem just like I'm gonna break them. So zoom out a little bit more. There we go. So you guys can see here, but she can go the distance here. She's got those elbows. She can muscle man pose for us. Straight up in the air. Power to the people. So we got that. Again, the same Pip-Boy, just to show. Same picture, I believe, on the Pip-Boy. I don't know if there's a real difference. There might be a slight difference, but I don't think so too much. I don't know. We'll see. They look about the same. Again, I think they're using, because we got the same wrap over here on the arm, Pip-Boy, everything. The whole suit's the same. If we just want to compare those again real quick, I think it's basically just she's like looking down. If we have them straight up, I don't think there's a difference in the body size or anything. I do have her backpack on, so I don't know. I'm thinking they're using the same body here. So that's how that goes. And again, we got the waist. We got a nice little crunch. Go back that far, down like that. Again, I don't think they can split as good as like some figures that I get, but the legs are maybe a little bit more firmer. I don't know if I should heat those up. Got a little bit of split action here. There we go. We can kick out that far, so she's kicking pretty good. Do some Kill Bill moves. We need to give her like a sword or something. Or whatever. Maybe, was that a villain? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen Kill Bill. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But I just remember a blonde and patch over the eye. But you see a little toe articulation on the foot here. So yeah, you can do what you want. The articulation's not too bad. The leg's not great, but it's not bad. It's good enough. But like I said, these these women, they always make their just so like thin little arms, and I don't know, it just seems like they're easier, like I'm gonna break them. So they need to do something about that. I know we don't want to make the women look too beastie, but let's not break the damn things. But yeah, she looks good. The articulation's all right. If I can get her to stand here, maybe. She's kind of not standing up correctly. Zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna say not too shabby. What's that other face going? Let's pop her face off. If it's gonna be easy, I'm gonna have to knock the hair off first, right? Lego her hair. Why is it so hard to get this to pop off the first time. There we go. It's like I got to fight with it. Like, that was the same thing with Lucy. I'm like trying to get the damn hair off. And it was just... There's the face. Scary stuff. Your face just slides right on there. Get her hair back on so we don't got the Lego head. I'm telling you, it's not this difficult. But, alright. So there's her smiling face. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let me zoom out a little bit. I think she's pretty good. So I'm going to say, and again, I didn't point this out, the boxes. You get the stand with both of them. That's hers. There's his. And like I said, I'm going to say, I don't know if I even rated the other ones, A, B, C. I still say this one's probably my least favorite, but I think they just reused Lucy's body for sure. Or maybe Lucy reused her body. Like, maybe there's a slight, because you do see there is a design difference there. Like, you see Lucy kind of has, like, the lines, like the padding, like on the arm, on the outfit. So maybe, I mean, you can see it kind of, like if you look right here, you can see it lightly. Maybe it's just the lighting. I guess they both have that. But this side, like, just, it's not very pronounced on her right arm there. But you can see it real well. I don't know if that's just a manufacturing defect or what, because you can see it pretty good. But on this one, on this side, you can see it real well on both of them. But on this side, it's almost like it's faded or something. I don't know if you guys noticed that on camera. So I don't know. I think they're still using the same suit. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was a manufacturing detail issue there. Because I was trying to look to see if there's really any differences. I got her backpack on, but they both have 33. I don't know if there's a big difference with anything. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give them all pretty much B's, I think. I still don't know why for that dog and a backpack's really the only difference, and an extra 2 faces. I still don't know why she was 60, but I did pay, I think, full retail. I mean, I paid $32 for Steph Harper here, which I think that wasn't discounted. The other ones I got discounted. Harper I paid $35 for. Not Harper, Maclean, Hank, I paid $35 for. So, but I seen them drop in price. I swear, like when I first pre-ordered everybody, they were like $27. But I wasn't sure about getting Harper or Maclean, so I kind of didn't do that until I checked out the other 2 first, just to make sure I wanted to get them. So yeah, I don't know. With that being said, are they worth $30 I think that's all right. I think $30. It don't hurt me too much. $30. I think it's a good number. 35 might be a little excessive. I guess the suit armor a little bit more heavy, a little bit more plastic going on there. So I think that's kind of where I'd like to stand with all the figures. Stay around, $30-$35. If we can drop down to like the ones I paid $27 for, like Maximus and the Ghoul. If we can get under 30, that's even better. But it doesn't hurt me to pay 30 for these guys, so I'll welcome $30. 60 is way too much for Lucy. Still, I'd wait until she drops. I got one more figure in this line to. I'll put everybody together before I get off here, but we've got one more figure to do, and that's that Cooper figure, which is the Ghoul's human form. Before the nukes or whatever. So I'll do him, and that'll probably be done probably the weekend. I'll have that figure to review for you guys, and that'll be the last one until they make more, or if they do make more. But I think so far I'm giving this group a B as far as the figures go. I can't give them an A because there is some issues, but they're better than I was expecting. So good job, Todd, Uncle Todd. Okay, I wanted to go over one more thing with old Hanky here. Now his thrusters connect, like it was a little weird. Like they do connect to the arms there, like right where the wrist would be. Now the thing is, you see where this little opening is. Now that's not like that. I had to take that piece off that goes on there. Let me see if I can show you here. This is the actual piece that slides on there and comes off. It's almost like you don't even think it would come off, but you got to like pull it off. And the one side over here came off real easily, but this side right here, I was like, why? You know, I was using my fingernails digging in there, trying to get this to come off, and finally got it to pop off. But yeah, that is where you put the little blurry there, where you can just slide this in right there and get it get the whole effect, I guess. Just wanted to go over that because I did the video but didn't really get into this. I was looking at it myself for a few minutes. I'm like, okay, this connects somehow to the arms, but I didn't see a way to do it. I didn't know that piece would slide off right there, but it does, and I figured it out. So I just wanted to go over that in case somebody else gets this figure and is like, how the hell do I get these on there? But that is it. Alright, so this is what we got so far, guys, in the set. I need one more figure to complete this, which would be the Ghouls human form, the Cooper figure. But we got the Elite Lucy and the Static Dog right here. Of course, Maximus. We got Hanky Panky Maclean back there, and we got Harper. So I think they display well. This is probably not how I'm going to keep them. I'm going to mess around with their accessories when I actually put them on my display shelf, but this is kind of what we got right now. Just wanted to show off what we have. And the total price I've paid, we're going to get close to probably, once it's all done, over $200 for these, for all 6 figures altogether. Because Lucy, I definitely overpaid $60. I think, like I told you guys in the previous video, I would try to get her for like $35 like the rest. I really don't see like this dog making a huge difference. We did get an extra face with her, but other than that, it's kind of the same accessories as everybody else. But I'm going to say $60 for her. I'm just going to round up the Ghoul and Maximus to $30, even though they were like $27. So that's $60 there. It's $120. And then I'm just going to round these two up because they're about $35 each. So we're going to say $70 for that. So what I say, $120 plus $70, $190 is is what these guys cost, give or take. You know, between $180, $190. You know, once you tax in or put in all the taxes and the round up percentages and everything. So we're between $180 and $190 with just these 5 figures. Almost $200. That's crazy when you add it up, because when you're looking at it, I'm like, oh, $27 ain't much for a figure, and then you get 5 figures and you're like, damn, that's almost $200. So yeah, once I get the Ghoul, will definitely be, or not the Ghoul, Cooper will definitely be over $200 for the complete set. If I was you guys, I would try to get it cheaper if I could. But again, I think $35 per figure isn't a bad thing. If you can get it under $30, I would try. But if you really absolutely need them, I don't think I wouldn't pay over $40 for any of these. So, well, I did, but you shouldn't. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for future videos. And like I said, I have one more figure out of this line or this series, this season, whatever we're looking at here, to review. And I'll have that probably in a couple days. So stay tuned for that. And like and subscribe. Thank you.